The man deliberately let go of the rope, using the balloons to block the funeral home's security cameras. He then quickly locked the room door from the inside. Next, the man pushed a cabinet underneath the ventilation duct. Using his tools, he quickly opened the ventilation duct. Jack immediately took out a remote control and pressed the button aimed at the duct. To his satisfaction, a toy soldier slowly crawled toward them. Taking advantage of this time, he quickly untied his shoelaces. Jack then began frantically pulling nails from the coffin. But just as he was pulling the last nail, the shoelace suddenly snapped. Meanwhile, the manager was already heading their way. With time running out, Jack had no choice but to pull it out with his bare hands. Finally, he successfully opened his mother's coffin. By this time, the toy soldier had also crawled to the designated position. Jack hurriedly used all his strength to pull out the body tied to the rope. He then hid the corpse inside his mother's coffin. At that moment, the manager's footsteps could be heard outside. Jack quickly closed the coffin lid and hammered the nails back in. He then pushed the cabinet back to its original position. After everything was ready, he put his suit back on and unlocked the door. Finally, Jack sat in a chair pretending to pray for his mother. But just then, a phone rang from inside the coffin. Jack hadn't expected that he'd forgotten to take out the deceased's phone. He instantly became panic-stricken. Just as Jack didn't know what to do, the manager had already arrived outside the door. But when he opened the door, the ringing from inside the coffin suddenly stopped. Seeing Jack's sorrowful appearance, the manager didn't suspect anything. Jack prepared to leave, but the manager suddenly noticed there was dirt on the coffin nails. He immediately called out to Jack, who was about to leave. This made Jack nervous again. Fortunately, the manager was only returning his balloon to him. Why would Jack hide a body in his mother's coffin? It turned out that 2 hours earlier, after receiving news of his mother's death, he immediately rushed to the funeral home. But in his haste, Jack accidentally hit and killed someone. Just as he didn't know what to do, he suddenly saw a police car approaching in the distance. Jack had no choice but to stuff the body into his trunk and head to the funeral home. But just as he was breathing a sigh of relief, Jack was horrified to discover there was a police checkpoint ahead.